Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cory's Corner. I hope you're all doing wonderfully on this really great and cold-ass Monday morning for Colorado, anyway. We do have some fun stuff. I don't have any guests available right now, but as I said in the comments, my internet is taking a major dump right now. So if we run into any issues, let me know. It will be what it is. Real quick, we'll say hi to the chat. Vince Womack, always great to see you. Greetings and salutations, sir. And we have the wonderful Ryan Roger Athe. He says, hey, folks, hope all is well. Currently making bacon sandwiches. That sounds delicious, by the way. Like, oh my gosh, I want some. Jeez. So as you could tell from the description and the way that I marketed this, today we're actually going to be covering some of the statistical charts that PornHub provides for the debauchery that is their entire network. He says he's currently eating them. The bacon sandwiches. Nice. Hail Sean Landrigan. Glad you can make it today, sir. If anyone would like to support the channel for any reason whatsoever, make sure you hit the Ko-Fi link both in the description and in the chat. It is going. All proceeds go to bettering Sir TalksALot as a network, and etc. etc. Hail Sean Estep. What's up, buddy? Good to see you here. We're just giving it a few minutes before we jump into the debauchery that is the Pornhub charts because, one, our guests might show up. Two, sorry, my brain broke. The algorithm might not punish us as much if we wait just a few minutes. Hail Toxic Man Flu. I'll give you a tip. Yeah, I bet you would. Anyway, that's almost right on par with our topic today. I hope everyone had a good weekend. It was a very strange weekend for me, simply because it was busy as hell, but at the same time, it didn't feel like it. So, yup. Anyway. Vince Womack says, Shawnee Step, you nearly killed me on the weekend. Well, that's not good. Stop trying to kill our community members, Sean. Gosh, that's just not cool, ladies and gentlemen. Killing people. Well, I won't say that with a wholehearted backing because sometimes I guess it's necessary. You know, like if they on death row or something and you need to save money, kind of necessary. Just saying. So once we hit the 5-minute mark, I'll go ahead and jump into the charts. But in the meantime, I do want to say that if you guys enjoy game reviews and gameplay, make sure you go check me out on Twitch. It's Sir TalksALot YT over there on Twitch. Right now, I'm doing TalksALot Gaming First Impressions. It is typically the first hour of gameplay plus the review that I do for it at the end. And so far, because I've been playing Xbox Game Pass games, they've been absolutely trash. I enjoyed DayZ more than any of the other games that I've played so far. And that's the review that's doing the best. Right now, it's got a little over 60 views. And I hope that everyone here has watched that and laughed a little bit. I do get some great feedback from people that don't normally comment on my stuff. So that's good. That's awesome. I've also gotten invites to play some Rocket League with Busy Betico. Busy Betico. Whatever his name is, her name is, their name is. I'm really bad with names. So, yeah. Shawnee Step apologizes to Vince Womack, saying, I hope it was in a good way. Yeah, I'm sure it was. You know, tickle someone to death, it's fine. Yes, sorry, Bob. 7 more seconds. So the first thing we're actually going to start out with today is a look at the United States top relative searches. If you don't know what that is, that's what each state searched for the most in the year 2022 on Pornhub. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have all 50 states here. And I was actually surprised by a few of these. I expected Wyoming, right here where it says big booty, to say something more along the lines of sheep. There's a lot of black addicts out there down in Louisiana, and is that North Carolina? Yeah, that's North Carolina. Wow. Smoking. What? Out here, this is West Virginia, I think. I don't know, but smoking. Smoking is a thing on PornHub? Really? And I don't know what PMV is, but Ohio, what the fuck? Or is that Ohio? I don't know. Hey, Lasso. I'm glad to see you here. You know what? Screw it. I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. I'm going to push the invite button here. And I'm going to go back to Twitter. Hi, everybody. And then I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to be like, hey, guess what? If you want to join, click that link I just sent you. But anyway, so Texas has a thing about panties, apparently. That's great. New Mexico, that's not really surprising for New Mexico. Or Colorado, for that matter, because Colorado's a bunch of depressed little psychos. So the fact that it's goth, hello, rub. Surprise, there's Mormon porn? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised if there's something exists in the world, there's porn of it, but cartoon over in Nevada, but Mormon over here. Yeah. What fucking state is this? Hairy pussy. Oh, BT dubs. There's going to be some vulgarity on this fucking stream. And then the thing that kind of also breaks my brain, it's right here. In Alaska and Hawaii. So breast expansion, are people getting off to like enhancement surgeries, or are like, is it like a before and after photos that they're wanking their crazy brains to? Amateur wife. What does that even mean? You can tell I'm not a huge porn consumer because I don't even know what amateur wife means. Is this like a wife who's not good at doing dishes, or is like what? What? Arizona says shower because everybody needs a shower in Arizona. Ugh. What else we got over here? Sex toys, pegging. Wow, and then Michigan over here with some really, really just basic search terms here. And then sucking dick. Vince says probably homemade wife stuff. Homemade housewife stuff. You're probably not wrong. But I thought that's why they invented OnlyFans. Because isn't that all homemade amateur bullshit? Hail to our first guest, Ryan Roger Athay. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I'm eating, my good man, and you're doing this?
Yeah, I'm talking about porn. What? This is America. I live in America. We talk about porn all the time, apparently. Washington.
Your American geography is piss poor.
Yeah, it is. I don't really give a shit about the rest of the states that exist in my country. I'm just going to throw that out there. I didn't do any geography lessons, by the way. Sean Landrigan says, what's weird to me is that some states say anime, but others say hentai. If anime is on porn site, then it's hentai. You're right. It is. By all technicalities, it's hentai. But we have cartoon, we have anime, and we have hentai. So they're actually 3 separate categories, apparently. Did you just belch and mute yourself?
Yes.
Why would you mute yourself? That's disrespectful to my people. They deserve to hear a Ryan Roger Athay burp.
Well, it's great to see everyone in the chat and everyone who's lurking. Cory is dealing with a few technical issues, but that's perfectly fine. This is his off time, folks. This is the time when he can relax and enjoy, when he's not shouting at his kid or doing his job, cleaning toilets, or doing other things about the house.
Indeed.
Mm.
Indeed. Hail, Nate D. Glad to see another D popping up in here. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Vince Womack says, Illinois furry? Apparently so, bro.
That's not Illinois, that's Indiana.
That's Indiana? All right.
Mm.
Well, see, none of us know American geography because I'm pretty sure Americans aren't required to know American geography. Come on.
Except for the British person.
Well, immigrants and people outside the U.S. know way more about the United States than United States citizens do. They always have, because in order to get into the United States and become a citizen of the United States, you kind of have to know those things. But if you're living here and you're born here, you don't have to know those things. Come on. And our second guest of the day.
I'm just going to get a drink. I'll be back in a moment.
Lasso of Truth. Hi, Lasso. This is a weird stream for you to jump on.
It is a very weird stream. Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome. New Hampshire is apparently ebony, big, beautiful woman.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I don't know if I should be surprised at that, with New Hampshire being like the whitest state in the nation. Maybe there's like, I wonder what else is out there type of thing going on.
Right? Right. And Vince Womack says, I would have guessed DC would have been pegging, but nope. Unfortunately, it's the big black cock. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Literally, the search term they use is BBC. That's right. Toxic Man Flu says, I never pegged Wisconsin for pegging hub. Me neither. Honestly, that's surprising. But that's where their cheese comes from, apparently. I don't know.
Oof.
Well, it's great to finally meet you, Lasso of Truth. It's always nice to get women creators to speak their minds, although personally I would not engage in such topics on a live stream. But
of course you wouldn't, because you're not me, homie. I do whatever the fuck I want, and people can just like either deal with it or go away. I'm not bashing my fans, but if this makes you uncomfortable, you might want to leave.
It's nice to be with you as well, Ryan.
I bought this mug today, folks. It's almost as big as my head.
Nice.
It's nice.
Drinking more water.
I can only put water in it. I can't put tea in it because then all the metal peels off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's not really surprising.
Oh, Toxic Man.
Why does Iowa search for food on PornHub?
That's a good question.
Maybe they have naked cooking? Maybe? I don't know. You can find all kinds of DIY stuff on PornHub too, from what I hear. So, I mean, yeah. It still breaks my mind, though, this whole smoking thing. Like, what?
Yeah, you did get the Virginia part right, but not the West Virginia part right.
That's regular Virginia. Right. Right.
No. West Virginia loves those tranny demons, folks.
Yeah, they do. Look at that fun shit.
And Alaska loves breast expansion for some reason.
I don't know what that means. Like what?
I know. I was thinking that, like, the expansion?
Yeah, like, is it like digital porn where the ladies' boobs are just constantly inflating? Or is it like before and afters? Is it what?
Weird.
What? So the next graphic that I have shows time spent per visit based on state. So Alabama spent an average of 11 minutes and 22 seconds watching porn on each visit. It's, of course, down by 3 seconds, so that's not bad. I live in Chicago, and my top search on Pornhub is Cory naked. Well, you'll never see that because that is a horrific sight, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to see that. So apparently, Alabama's the longest viewer. And Ohio is the shortest. Ohio's probably the shortest because I wish I had Drew here, because then I'd ask him why Ohio's the shortest amount of time. Is it like you guys can just do a quick and you're done? or like, what? So Maryland increased by 43 seconds on average, which means they just have a little extra time or maybe some struggles figuring out what they want to watch. Just saying. Just thought I'd point that out. And like Mormons and Utah and Colorado are very close to each other. But who wants to watch 10 minutes watching Mormon porn? They can't even touch each other. I mean, come on. Anyway, moving right along.
It's just someone jumping on the bed, isn't it?
Pretty much. I mean, it might as well be. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, I heard about that, about something like that with Mormons and jumping on the bed, and I don't want to. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, it's a thing.
So the top searched terms on Pornhub for the United States in 2022 was lesbian, gaining one leg over hentai, and of course, big tits gaining 4 spots for the lowest rank of these. If you look at these search terms, you can kind of tell like where the 12-year-olds are. Big tits, anal, big ass, stepmom. I mean, the rest of these are probably like 40-plus-year-old businessmen, but you can totally tell where the juveniles are going here.
Well, since we don't know what a woman is in 2023 now, the term lesbian can literally mean anything. So no wonder
don't
it's
let
on
lesbians hear you say that, because they're not happy about that. They're like, you're not a woman. You have a penis. You can't be a lesbian if you have a penis. Oh my gosh.
Womanhood is a social construct invented by white men.
Indeed. Indeed
like
it is.
Everything is.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Womanhood is a social construct that's just, invented, but like male, masculinity, that's still the same.
Right.
Isn't that interesting?
Watch out for those Adam apples, folks.
Yeah, if he has an apple, he has a banana, ladies and gentlemen. I actually found the lyrics to this song, so I'm going to share it with you guys. So, if a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a penis, he's a man. If he doesn't want to lose it, even though he doesn't use it, if a person has a penis, he's a man. If a person has a nutsack, he's a man. If a person has a nutsack, he's a man. He can tuck it to conceal it, let it dangle and reveal it. If a person has a nutsack, he's a man. If he amputates his bits, he's still a man. If he grows a pair of tits, he's still a man. If the chromosome's a Y, he'll always be a guy. If he wasn't born a woman, he's a man. Yep. Those are, yeah.
Yep.
Love it.
I love that song.
Love it. Anyway, click. So now we're moving to a more broader spectrum here. And don't worry, Ryan, I'll get to the UK here in a second. You guys are disgusting too. But here we see across the world, things vary a little bit. But you look at Brazil, and
people
they're like, whoa, transgender's huge over there. Russian porn is apparently big in Russia. I never would have guessed that. Reality, Japanese in China, Japanese porn in pretty much all of Asia. So why not Chinese porn?
Called revenge, Cory, considering recent Chinese history in regards to Japan. Just replace the word Japanese with revenge.
Revenge. Indeed. He says you should make that into a proper video. I might sing that song on the Cory Music channel. We'll see. Yeah, so
it really just shows how big Russia is.
Right?
I know.
It's bigger than Africa.
It is. It's crazy.
And yet they still want more land, folks. That's probably the smallest Russia has been for at least 150 years.
Yeah.
Right? And a category that actually surprised me is if you look at all these war-torn regions, it's reality. They want reality-based porn. Apparently they're tired of the Wagner group fucking themselves and everybody else. So they just, want a little reality. Like,
maybe they should watch my show.
Yeah, they totally should. It's totally reality based. So they should just like absolutely go check that out. If you're not subscribed to Ryan or Lasso, go do that. These people are champs for showing up here for this garbage. By the way, I mean, shit. This isn't what I was planning on doing, but again, it was a slow news week for me. So I was like, let's look at Pornhub stuff. Why not? Anyway, if we look at favorite times to watch porn, this one's not as surprising as the last map. It's basically from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. People are wanking their willies. And of course, it's on a Monday at 11 p.m. that everyone is like, it's been such a stressful day. So right after yelling at parked cars, people just run out and wank their willies. Like,
well, you have to understand, folks, if Cory goes up a little in regards to the presentation, you can see that there's a slight increase and then decrease from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., and that's all the teenagers.
Yep.
Which is a damn shame.
I got out of school. I feel better posting that clarity. Got to do homework. Oh, here we go again.
Yep.
It is a sad fact of life, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately, it has to be highlighted.
It really does. And just so we can point out something here, I personally think that porn is a cancer upon society. It ruins relationships. It doubles the chances of men getting divorced if they're porn viewers, and it triples the chances of women getting divorced if they're porn viewers. It does all kinds of nasty things to your psychological makeup as well. Increases depression and all this stuff. Like, yeah, the feeling for those 2 seconds of retard happy are great while you're coming, but guess what? Afterwards, it's gonna destroy some shit. It fucks up neurotransmitters and all kinds of stuff. People can claim that it improves heart health, but that doesn't fucking matter if your brain's breaking because of it. You can't hold a steady relationship. You lie a lot more often. There's like, you're more likely to commit sex crimes, by the way. Not that that's surprising, but rapists like porn. Here on the Sir TalksALot channel, we don't care about the YouTube terms of service because I'm not monetized, and if they take my channel down, I'm already growing really fast on Twitch. So whatever.
Good for you.
Hell yeah. By the way, on the community tab here on Sir TalksALot's channel, you can go over and vote on the next first impressions for the TalksALot Gaming. The choices right now are Mortal Shell Enhanced Edition, which is a Souls-like game, and Enlisted, which is an FPS multiplayer game for
the Second World War.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the Second World War. I was like, which time frame is that set in? Oh my gosh. Vince Womack says, just pointing out that consumption goes down when you are streaming. Coincident? I think not. I don't think so. Yeah, no one whacks it while I'm streaming. They're like, dude, that was totally a mood killer. What's wrong with you?
Unfortunately, folks, my show starts at 11 p.m., so it's full steam ahead for all those dirty wankers and masturbators.
Well, I'm just going to point out, ladies and gentlemen, save yourself some trouble and stop wanking it and go watch Ryan Roger Athey's show instead.
Oh, reality-based will ensure that you stop masturbating, folks. 100% guaranteed. 100%.
Indeed. All right. The next one is visitor demographics based on country. The average viewer is 37 years old. That's my age. And we wonder why relationships for people my age are failing so bad. Well, here you go. You're all watching too much porn, apparently. But in the United States, we see that it's 6% 65 plus. That's some libido for you there, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. By the time I'm 50, I'll be lucky if I'm alive. Goodness. But as we go down here, 18 to 24 increases for the Philippines and Brazil. Apparently, there's some bored teenagers over there that aren't.
Or maybe their rules are different.
Right, maybe. The largest population of old people is in Belgium. It's almost
Oh.
even across the board. But they're like, hey, 15% of our people 65 and over still got it going on. So if you're a geriatric, kinky person into geriatrics, go to Belgium, apparently.
I'd like to see the male to female differential, because don't women sort of go dry at that age?
Well, I would like to see age-based demographics like that as well, but we do have a proportion of female visitors overall, and 36% of people watching are women worldwide. That's a 4% increase in 2022. So going back to this one real quick, Vince says, my country doesn't even make it on the list. Well, not everyone can be superstars in the porn world, bro. So don't feel too bad.
Well,
But
Norway's not on that list. I'm amazed how many fellow creators are from Norway. So
right, I'm
Vince
discovering
could be
more and more of them,
Norwegian.
right?
Yeah.
So here we're looking at the female demographics. It's pretty even in the Philippines, but I question whether or not they're counting the femboys as women or not, because that's a huge thing apparently. So in the United States, this is actually kind of a good thing for me. In the United States and the United Kingdom, you see that it's down here at 29 and 28%. That shows something, in my opinion, for the mental stability of women in the United States and the United Kingdom, that they don't need porn like some of these freakish ass people do in order to get their stuff going. Because if you don't have a healthy libido and you need porn to get going or get off, I personally do judge you. I won't lie. I'm judging you hardcore. Judge. Yeah, but you notice there's a lot of men watching porn. I mean, there's also a lot of instability regarding, like, hey, whether or not men are men and women are women or not, you know. Hail's Small Time Republic. Glad to see you, sir. He says, one bad thing about watching it is we are programmed to have to work for such opportunities, not to get them with the click of a mouse. Indeed.
Yeah.
Vince Womack says Norwegian cold would explain my size.
Well, that's not true of every Norwegian creator, folks.
Fucking Norway. I hate you, Norway, with a fucking passion.
Why?
Your people don't deserve the government that they have. They deserve way better. And that's what happens when no one will take your country. No one wanted Norway. I'm just going to throw that out there. Like, Norway was all like, oh, we gained our independence because everyone was like, this place is trash. We don't want it anymore.
Well, except for Germany. I mean, the last
Germany wants everything.
Yeah.
Still.
The last piece of old Germany, folks, from a bygone era was actually in Norway and Denmark.
Well, there you go. The more you know. He said, Vince Womack also says, Philippines surprised me. Outside the cities, they're pretty conservative. This is true, but like in the United States and many other places, you have to remember population concentration matters more than overall, like where they are in the country and stuff, because the cities count more, even in our elections and everything else all across the world. The cities count more than the rural areas, because
there's no internet in the jungles of the Philippines, folks.
Yeah, if you're in the Philippines, if you're on the Philippines farm, you're not going to be browsing Twitter or Facebook or watching this show. So
good for
hello,
them.
Philippines people that aren't watching. So traffic by device here, not that it's super surprising, but the phone increased to 1% usage rate. It is the most used at 84%, followed by PC and then tablet. I should say desktop and then tablet, because there are some weird Mac users out there too. Hail JT Gunn. Glad to see you. If you're whacking on a Mac, then careful where you shoot your load, I guess. That's an expensive replace. So apparently tablets are just like not everybody's favorite thing. It might have to do with the fact that most people who use tablets are like 6 years old. Just saying. I'm not talking about people on this panel, by the way. Even though Ryan might as well be 6 because he's fucking a little baby 20-year-old.
Well, I just think that a tablet is a bigger version of a phone. But
Right.
I was making the point that 3% of pornographic users use a tablet, and then you were talking about most tablet users are 6-year-olds, and I was like, oh, okay.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I would hope that parents have some kind of control over what their kids are watching. Some people don't care. Just saying.
Maybe
or just annoying
reason.
to hold. That's true too. It's really hard to whack when you have a 17-pound screen in your hand.
Maybe, folks, there's a reason why Cory's internet is stuttering because of.
I do have like 70 million porn tabs open right now.
Oh,
I felt dirty just getting these stats. I'm just saying. All right. I don't mind talking about these things, but like I literally had nothing else to go on today, so here we are. Yay.
I'm wondering if the low percentage of tablet use is because tablets aren't really a thing anymore. Remember when there was a big boom with tablets coming out, like you could get a Samsung Galaxy tablet and that was like the new thing. And then what was it called I think it was Apple iPad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really see those anymore.
That's because the Windows 8 era just blew itself up, unfortunately. And it caused a massive backlash among PC users. And whenever PC is ever threatened in regards to their dominance, they just go absolutely insane.
So they do that master races a bit much. They really are.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on a tablet, if you're watching this live stream on a tablet, don't go clicking to PornHub after this. Gosh. 3%. Drop it to 2. Rookie numbers. Anyway, so for all you gamers out there, apparently PlayStation is the place to go for porn.
PS Vita.
Yeah, right? Like that, I was surprised to see that stat as well. The PS Vita dropped 62% viewership. It might be because the service was discontinued, but I don't know. But yeah, 73% of people that watched porn on a console were on a PlayStation. Sony
ponies.
Yeah. Writing it in many different ways there, people. Xbox people is only at 25%, but that's because the browsers don't work on the Xbox, so they use their phone.
You're cheeky. I have an original Xbox One literally right underneath this white desk, and I have a Kinect right here. It was the perfect setup for a content creator, folks, in 2013, but they really botched the presentation of that console. But the only people who use... Oh, they're talking about the Wii U and the 3DS.
Yeah, those were also surprising.
Oh.
Because, I mean, okay. Who watches... Do you not have a Switch? Switch it up a little bit. Can you not move from the Wii U? And like the 3DS? Really? You know how small those screens are? Even on the 3DS XL, you're all like, I think that's a boob. What? Was this actually 2022 stats, or is this from like 2008? Like, or whenever that shit came out? Like, what? PS Vita, Wii U, and the 3DS. PornHub. Get with the times, guys.
Maybe it's because it's the same console generation, because I'm assuming that they're talking about the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One.
I would assume so, but at this point, I'm assuming it's the Xbox original and PS2. Somehow they figured out how to make that work. I don't know.
That's the only way that the Wii U could win that battle, folks.
Right. Absolutely. So to all of you PS Vita users out there, I'm sorry that you stopped watching your porn, I guess. Moving on. Most searched movie and characters. Starting from the top, we have Harley Quinn. She's still a heartthrob, ladies and gentlemen, and I bet it's not the Margot Robbie one. Yeah, Star Wars still pumping hard out there. 365 days. I don't know what that is. Black Widow, Wonder Woman, Sonic.
Oh my god.
Sonic.
Why? What the heck, guys? And
Rolling
girls.
around at the speed of sound. Got places
Swap
to
with
go.
me. Anyway,
Gotta follow my rainbow.
I'm glad I'm not the only person who has absolutely no idea what the fuck is.
Yeah.
What is 365 days? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time to do a risque internet search. 365 days.
Do it on Safe Search.
2020 IMDb. It is apparently a film based on a first novel of a trilogy. I'm trying to get this to open correctly and not go to IMDb.
Did anyone like my
Wow.
singing?
There you go.
Yeah.
There
What's
you go.
the film about? Oh, it's Polish.
It's an
Polish.
erotic thriller from Poland.
Ah.
So apparently they just want to watch the movie.
What the heck?
Oh.
This is weird.
He says 365 days is often some people search. Thank you for that riveting grammar, sir. Yes. How often? Is how often some people search. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, he corrected himself. I apologize for the cheap dig.
That's
The
my level
Incredibles,
typing.
Power Ranger, Spider-Man, Batgirl. Hopefully not the Ruby Rose or whatever her name was. Batgirl, Captain Marvel, Deadpool. Deadpool?
Didn't he have like cancer or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What star did they get to play Deadpool with the nasty? Like, was that a Weinstein role that he decided
don't
to like
know.
jacked up junk going on there? Like, freak it out.
Oof.
Princess Leia is still like on the list, though. We got to point out Princess Leia is still on the list. She will never stop being a teenage heartthrob or a 30-something heartthrob because it was fucking Princess Leia. I would
Or a
almost bet
50-something heartthrob.
this is Power Rangers. Don't tell Donnie Pearson. Get him on the line. Wow.
I'm
Some of
surprised
these actually-
Superman is so low on the list.
Me too. Especially when you compare it to Sonic.
Hmm?
What?
Well, I'm
Avengers.
calling that whole universe now the DCFU.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who knows? It may go up over the next few years.
I would also like to point out that probably 3/4 of these have an Axel Braun parody. So maybe even a Johnny Sins parody. You never know.
Hmm.
I like how they separated out Elastigirl from the Incredibles. Also, by the way, just like right here,
Oh.
like there's Elastigirl specifically is way better than the Incredibles. Apparently, no one wants to see Mr. Incredible smash anything with his super strength.
Well, the Incredibles are a family, Corey, which
Yeah.
sounds all the more fucked up.
Ugh.
It is more
people
fucked up, especially
searching.
since people are pushing incest porn like crazy these days. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
It's just the next step on the insane journey of decadence and corruption.
Avatar, the blue guy or the Asian? Well, that was
I think it's
slightly
the blue
offensive,
people.
Vince, but I think it's the blue people because people have always been obsessed with blue women. I'm going to throw that out there, from Mass Effect to Avatar to that weird
The Fifth
diva from
Element.
The Fifth Element. Yeah, like blue women for some reason. Women, if you want to be attractive, apparently just paint yourself blue. I guess I don't know. Like, it's the red dress of skin colors. Moving on to Ryan's neck of the woods here. Apparently, people really like moms and lesbians. I'm assuming those are joined. Apparently, MILF lost a step to make number one. Apparently, it was Uber number one for a little while, I guess. And then we've got Indian, Asian, and Ebony making And no, I will not do a search for whatever the fuck joy is. What? I don't want to know. Right here. Don't want to know.
I personally think it's got something to do with ASMR. Because I've seen that term a lot in ASMR circles.
You're a big fan of the ASMR, huh?
No,
And
it does
the more
my
you
ears.
know. Small Time Republic admits a kink. Smurfette. What's up, bro? Yeah, a lot of people had a thing for Smurfette, even though, in my mind, she looks like a little girl. But whatever.
Yeah.
Vince Womack points out something, the standard rule 34, if there's xenomorph porn out there somewhere, just saying. Yeah, if there's something exists, there's porn of it. That is literally the modern rule of the internet. Yay.
Yep.
Once again, you can see where the British teens are at here. Big tits, big ass. But it does surprise me that gangbang is on there. UK. The fuck.
I think that's more of a London thing because it has so many peoples of color.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
they
probably
typically
right.
charge a group rate.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right. I was hoping to have Mr. Grant Gregory on today when we got to this part. Because there it is again. There it is again. Joy. JOI.
Someone in the chat, you got to know what joy means.
I don't know. We've only got like 7 people here, so I doubt it. I think we need to at least reach 10.
Just imagine pornography while someone is performing ASMR on your ears. That's probably what it is.
I'm good. Yeah. But apparently lesbians are popular all over the world, ladies and gentlemen. So yay for you. You want to talk about privilege? I mean, I don't want to hear shit about white privilege ever again. Lesbian privilege for the porn industry. Apparently Asian lesbians in Australia. But oh my gosh.
Well, what is a woman?
And those are all the graphics I have for today because Vince Womack is taking one for the team, apparently. He's searching. Please be safe.
Hopefully,
be safe.
Hopefully, Vince, you don't take anything the wrong way.
Oh, Casey Charlie chats. Hail, he beat Vince to it. He says Kerkorian off instructions. It jack off instructions.
Oh.
You have to get instructions on jacking off? I figured you would have had that nailed by like 12. What's wrong with you people?
Twat. You nearly had me bursting out all this damn water.
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't ruin anything. Yes, jerk off instructions. Are these like special delivery instructions you get with UPS and stuff? Or I learned something new today, ladies and gentlemen. Some people need instructions on how to do it. It's okay. Well, here's your JOI. Grab. You're done. I mean, what? How fucking hard is that? Well, don't tell me how hard it is. I don't want to know. Actually,
oh
God.
Well, hopefully I'm on next week, folks, so we can have another great conversation of Cory's choosing.
Yes, indeed. Every Monday I'm going to be doing this, by the way. I send the link out to whoever can join, whoever might want to join. Lasso was a last-minute addition because I wasn't sure if she wanted to talk about porn, but I'm glad she's laughing. I mean, God. Okay, term of the day, ladies and gentlemen, JOI. It's joyful. Everybody gets that joy. Jerk off instructions. God. What? Yes. Hail and thanks, Casey Charlie Chats, and for Vince Womack for doing the search because, man, he says, clip that 100%. Yep. There you go. I finally have something worth clipping on the Sir TalksALot channel, and that's the jerk off instructions. For those who missed it, done.
I still have 2 videos to make today, folks.
Well, at least you can do it with a somewhat like lighthearted approach now because Wow. It's silly. Wait, did Vince? So Sean Landrigan says girls don't know how to jerk off. I've got bad news for you, buddy. They totally know how to do that. They don't need instructions, though. I guarantee it, they don't need instructions. Because apparently women are smarter than men in this area. Unless it's a DIY how-to video for women, like just starting out in the industry, if you will. Like, what? GOI shouldn't include clip. Could be dangerous. Jerk off instructions shouldn't include scissors. I'll agree with that. Like, that's... Yeah.
I think he means scissoring.
Scissoring? Well, that's a completely different term. That was the most searched for term for females on Pornhub. Goes shocker. Women who watch porn are apparently more lesbians watch porn than straight women. So now I'm going to ask your guys' opinion on all this debauchery weirdness that I just covered. What do you think, Ryan? You think?
I think that this is a very unique stream. I wasn't expecting this to happen on Cory's Corner.
Always read the description, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's always great to see how decadent and corrupt our people are.
It really
through
is.
A wide variety of different age groups, different sexes, different genders, although we don't know what a man or woman is anymore, so those kind of statistics may not be very good. But I will say, ladies and gentlemen, that pornography is a scourge upon the human mind, and although it does make money, tons of money, you've got to balance freedom of enterprise with not just the mental health of human beings, but the physical health of human beings as well, because this lifestyle can degrade you, not within the industry, but those who view the industry, if you know what I mean.
It is incredibly destructive for them. Hail Boosh McFadden. You missed some fun stuff. Go check out the JOI.
You missed Cory having a wank.
You did indeed. It was fantastic. Vince Womack says, no, Sir TalksALot, straight women also watch lesbian porn. I'm aware. I am aware. Everyone, there's no limit to preferences for men or women. Everybody's different. They can like what they like. They can watch what they want to get excited. That's fine with me. I'm just pointing out how strange all of this weird fucking shit is. Anyway, so Lasso, how do you feel about all of this ridiculous nastiness that goes on?
Well, I wasn't too surprised with the statistics that you showed. Well, I should say one thing that did surprise me was I thought that the number of female audiences, like the viewership for females, would be higher than it was. Like I thought 29% was surprising to me. I figured it would be closer to maybe 40%. But like I feel the same way as you guys do. I think that it can really be it can be brain rot. And I remember reading that the more you view it, the more your preferences can change for it, and like the deviancy level can climb.
It does.
Yeah. And
it's because of the standard tolerance effect that you also see with substances.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. So yeah, I'm right with you guys on that.
Hail, lovely Sherry. If you want to go catch what we just went over, it's all the Pornhub stats from 2022. There has been many studies done that shows that it decreases, it increases a person's, what should we call it, promiscuity and deviance. Let's use that word. That's a dirty word. Deviance. Within a relationship, I would be interested in seeing stats on the correlation between porn use and interrelationship sexual assault.
Oh.
Because I would almost guarantee that there's a positive correlation. For those of you not familiar with statistics, that means as one goes up, the other goes up. And this is a huge problem, in my opinion, for the world. Because divorce rates right now are sitting at a steady, in the United States, are sitting at a steady 45%. For first-time marriages, 60% for second-time marriages, and a whopping 73% divorce rate for third-time marriages. And of course, if you look at the rates in comparison to porn use, likelihood of divorce goes up for a man from 5% to 10% just because of watching porn. And for a woman, it's from 6% up to 18%. That's a 3 times numerical jump for women who view porn. So clearly, it breaks down almost every structure you could have in a social support way, unless of course you're part of Porn Anonymous, and then I guess you're connecting with people. Small Time Republic says there's a dehumanizing effect, no doubt. It does, because it also puts people in an objectivity stance where you're objectifying things. And not objectivity is not the right word. I'm tired still. I need more coffee. But seriously, it makes people objectify other people more. It does. I know this is like an old, like, conservative 50s argument, but it does make you objectify people more. It makes you have unreal expectations in relationships. It makes people nothing more than sex objects. If you're a porn addict, please go seek help. As I would say with anyone who's addicted to anything, because I also feel that regular use of porn is disrespectful to yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely not healthy.
Internet. Blow up your own internet, and your porn usage will most likely go through the floor.
Right?
Go ahead, Blackbell.
I can't remember what I was going to say now.
Oh, no!
See, Bush McFadden brings up some important points here. He says they objectify themselves. They do. I will put that in. I will agree to that wholeheartedly. These individuals that are in porn do objectify themselves, and they do.
Yeah.
So he also asks, what constitutes addiction? Okay, this is actually very important, and not a lot of people ask this. Most people think addiction is simply abusing a substance or a behavior, and it is not. Abuse is a first step towards an addiction. An addiction is an emotional and physical attachment to something that you feel you need. And this is the important part, ladies and gentlemen, is having an adverse effect on your life in the areas of family, work, school, excuse me, and friendships. It has to have a negative effect on your life in order for it to be classified as an actual addiction. That's why you can have video game addictions. That's why you can have alcohol addictions, substance abuse addictions. You can have behavioral addictions like gambling and porn and exercise. And an addiction is something that impacts your life in a negative way that you are compulsively driven to carry out. It is not typically something you consciously think about. It is something that just pops out. And you can't function without it. There you go. Lovely Sherry says, I'm addicted to my phone. That is actually a very common thing, especially since FOMO became a thing, fear of missing out. Yep. And most people can't function without that stuff. Bush McFadden makes a strong admission here. He says, I'm addicted to Sherry memes. Lovely Sherry does do some great stuff. And hail Christian Delorme. Thank you for the I'm just going to go ahead and highlight him real quick. What's up, brother? I love that car still. And over on the Ko-Fi side, he said he dropped me a tip. I need to refresh that because notifications don't work, apparently.
Christian gave you his tip, Cory. How do you feel?
Yes, he did. Just the tip. I feel fantastic. Thank you. He says, the only problem with porn is the guilty feeling after the fact. Cheers, Cory. And that was $3. Well, that guilty feeling is actually something that more people should pay attention to.
Yeah.
So it's the feeling you get when you miss the start of Cory and Roger's streams. Well, that does happen. But
don't forget Lasso. Don't forget the lovely lady.
So yeah, Lasso Truth is amazing, by the way. Subscribe to her shit. I will be on her show the 25th.
Yeah, I think it's the 25th. Yeah. It's Wednesday. I keep getting the dates wrong.
I do that all the time too. Yeah, that's the 25th. Okay, cool. So I will be on her show for some horror movie stuff because I love horror movies, by the way. Sherry, I feel no guilt. I feel calm and happy. Difference between men and women. There's actually a different neurotransmitter that activates in women than men during that time. The reason guilt pops up so much, I have no idea, but it is because of what happens with those endorphin rushes. So
a part of your soul leaves your body, folks.
Casey
That's
Charlie,
why you feel guilty.
Right. Casey Charlie Chats says she blocked me. Lasso blocked Casey. Man,
it was an accident.
You must have fucked up, bro. Damn. She says it's an accident. I don't believe that.
I blocked him from this chat once.
Oh.
You remember that?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
Boosh says oxytocin versus tryptophan, Cory. There you go. That's what it is. Those are the neurotransmitters that get released. Boosh McFadden, not only an amazing chef, but apparently a neurobiologist as well. Hell yeah, man. Love it. Pepperidge Farms remembers. Yeah. Well, that was an interesting live stream. Oh, tryptophan. That makes more sense. He corrected the tryptophan to tryptophan. That makes a lot more sense. Tryptophan, if you're not aware, is a relaxing neurotransmitter that also is found in turkey.
Oh.
So don't masturbate, eat turkey. That's a weird thing to say. I never thought I'd say that. Uh-oh. Here we go with Christian giving me the tip again. Oh, man. And he says, of course, just the tip. I saved you the other 6 inches. Too much? No, that's about just right, honestly. Yeah. It's enjoyable. Yeah. Thank you for your donations there, Christian. Man, I'm gassy today. I'm burping all over the place. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, that's a great way to close a PornHub discussion stream. Yeah.
Oh,
what if you masturbate to turkey? Leave it to Vince Womack to once again make things weird.
Go back to Norway, Vince. Go back to Norway.
If you masturbate to turkey, seek clinical mental health assistance immediately.
Or just destroy your internet connection.
Whoa, Boosh with some controversial shit out here. The brain chemistry between men and women is different. Oh,
whoa, we got a biologist here.
Boosh knows this because he's cooked both genders, folks.
Right? Yep. Roasted them nice and hard. Spit roasting. For those of you who don't know what that means, don't Google it. Spit roasting. Yeah. I'm a depraved son of a bitch, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. Someone has to clip that too.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming into the last few seconds of the stream. I want to thank everyone who came into the chat. Toxic Man Flu. Sorry, I was on PornHub looking for Dirty Top. What were we discussing? PornHub. Duh. Gosh. But anyway, so Ryan, what do you got coming up, sir?
A few videos are going to be made today. My first video of today was actually reviewing the current camera I'm using.
Which looks beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Hopefully it lasts longer than a month and 3/4.
Indeed.
Because the last one I had broke down. But yes, 2 more videos will be made today. Reality-based will be live tomorrow with a Norwegian content creator by the name of Jace Fawkes of 540 Studio. Awesome. And hopefully you all have a great day.
And there you go. Sweet, simple, 2-point, awesome. Subscribe to that man if you haven't already. Lasso, what's up?
I just want to say thank you for inviting me on. It was actually a lot of fun. And this was actually an important discussion to have, in my opinion. And I'm glad you did it. It was really great to stream with you, Ryan, and always with you, Cory. And
Hell
thank you
yeah.
to everyone in the chat as well for participating. Yeah, so you can catch me on my channel. It's on YouTube at The Lasso of Truth with the 0 and of, and I do weekly horror movie reviews at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and you can also see some like action figure, mostly horror figure reviews that I do, and or catch me on Twitter also at The Lasso of Truth with the 0 and of. That's about it.
All right. That's awesome. So once again, Christian can't help but giving me his tip. He's got another dad joke for us. He says, what's the difference between medium and rare? 6 inches is medium and 9 inches is rare. Ayo, you're not wrong, sir. Thank you for the $9 that you gave us today. That's a whole 9. He gave us the whole 9, ladies and gentlemen. Christian DeLorme with the whole 9.
Just wait until you get memberships, Cory. I think you might get.
Don't
them
I have to get
before I will.
monetized for that first?
Yes, yeah, I think you'll get to 1,000.
Yes. I'll get to 1,000. It's the monetization thing that's not probably ever going to happen because I talk so dirty. They're like, oh, you can't curse. We're not going to fucking pay you if you curse. What's wrong with you? I'm like, okay, well, then you can just suck a gigantic bag of dicks. Fuck you, Mama Susan. Once again.
Made in Africa, folks.
Gosh. One advantage of the metric system, well, things are easier to measure, that's for sure. Just saying. I guess I should tell you what I have going on. Yelling at parked cars tonight. And then another Cory's First Impressions game stream over on Twitch afterwards. And then Thursday Night Throwdown. I think that's all I have this week. If I'm forgetting something, and if any of you have me scheduled for your show, let me know because I'm an airhead. I might have forgotten. Just saying. And also, I'll leave you on a departing note that if you want to make some YouTubers really uncomfortable, just tell them you're going to go smoke weed after you're done talking to them. It works like a charm every time. Just saying. So, yeah. I'm going to go get ready to go work at a church. And then smoke some weed afterwards. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, stay sexy. Don't get murdered. Don't watch porn. It's bad for you. And as always, have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye for now, folks.